catching more heat on the internet than Meek Mill. Meek Mill spoke on it. He's like, I hate these people on the internet.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on with Meek. I left for a team that Meek was on. Meek left that team, and they leave that team. They come for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta understand everything in a relationship. It's like a relationship with these labels, right? And leaving like a girl with a lot of power. Like you could have gave that power. You giving that girl some good dick, right? But she has a lot of money and a lot of power. She's gonna try to make your life a living hell. And anything that she's gonna. And if we own the internet, that we're gonna spread all the rumors about you. I'm gonna put 1,000, 3,000 comments making jokes. I'm gonna pay for 3,000 comments whenever you post. All about it. And my shit is like, it's not even. I tell Meek, it's not even Meek. It's not even that they doing it, bro. They gonna do it. They try to call me gay. Most bitches ever out there. Like, come on, for real. Let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even that. I'm not even mad at them doing it. It'd be the that believe it. That's what you gotta be. It's like they gonna. I don't want to say that word. They're gonna do shit like that. Niggas gonna do female shit and spread rumors regardless.
They're naive.
But the motherfucker, no, not the naive people. That's the ones believing it. I'm talking about the ones that believe in it are the suckers because they just want it to be true because they hate us. You feel me? They hate it. Like, there's no way he can't be fucking all those bitches. He gotta be doing something. There's no way me could be that rich. There's no way Bobby doing it. There's no way they doing that. But we are doing it. Your bitch got all of that.
Now
balls going down her throat.
Now
that bitch eat ass. Get some toast out of here.
You talking about baby oil, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I think about this, man, this Bobby Shmurda thing with the Meek Mill and stuff like that. I think a lot of it can be true, but I also feel like the audience that Meek Mill had before and the antics that came behind Meek Mill is kind of the reason why he's getting all of these bashes and people trying to tear him down. You know what I mean? Some of the acts he did with the water boys and stuff like that. He did a lot of things that really rubbed people the wrong kind of way. And a lot of actions that he took and the things that he said had really offended a lot of people when he did it. You know what I'm saying? That those, like I said before, sometimes people get so rich and so successful that they disconnect from their audience and the people around that live those regular day lives, those 9-to-5 people that invest and put money in their pocket by going to their concerts or screaming their stuff. You know what I mean? They disconnect from the audience and the people that are around that have a lot of love and respect for them, and they disregard them. And I think this is what happened in this Meek Mill situation, where you believe you bigger than what created you, and once you do that, it begins to shoot back at you, basically. And that's what I feel happened in those situations. You know what I mean? Bobby Shmurda and all the things they were saying as far as tearing them down and stuff. Bobby Shmurda music, when he came out, didn't connect to the audience. Once again, it's a connection with the audience. It didn't connect to the audience like it did in the past. You know what I mean? That's all that was. I felt like before he went to jail, he was making music that was starting not to connect to the audience. It started to change into something different. And I don't really believe he had the proper, like, you know what I mean, structure as far as artist development when it came to Bobby Shmurda. You know what I mean? As far as Meek Mill, I just feel like the antics behind him. There was a lot of bad stories about Meek Mill blackballing people and just putting out a lot of bad press for him. You know what I'm saying? And all the antics that came with that. And then his response to what he did also offended a lot of people. And people wasn't standing by that and they didn't like it. Like I say, it's the stories and everything that's coming with it. And there's so many people saying the same thing. The same thing that happened to Diddy. As powerful and as rich Diddy is, there's a lot of rich people that didn't like Diddy that's connected to the industry. And I feel like this is what happened to the downfall of these people. All them bad relationships, no longer connecting to the communities that built them up. It began to tear you down. The same people that build you up begin to tear you down because of your antics and actions. And I think it's more so that it's a mixture of both. You know what I mean? So that's why you will get on social media. Not only people that put bags on pushing out this information, is also people that have no connection to the industry pushing out the information because they felt offended by your actions and how you was treating them kids and stuff like that. They didn't like it. It wasn't respectable. It wasn't honorable. And then your response was so callous and harsh. Like, it's just like that type of stuff would destroy your imagery and it'll destroy you as a person. And then you come back on passing out turkeys and bikes and all of that. It's like you can't 1 minute say the most harshest thing about them young kids and then the next minute I'm gonna pass out turkeys and bikes. It's like those mixtures, it almost seems like you trying to buffer how you truly feel about individuals. And I think the public read into that And that's the reason why I feel like they've been attacking him so much, is because of those antics and things behind the scenes that came on cameras. You know what I mean? I feel like it's already a dislike of him anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt when I heard that Bobby Shmurda stuff. I feel like there's a lot behind the Meek Mill stuff, and in him, I feel like it's more so his music. He needed artist development. His music do not connect to the audience. His sound, he hasn't found his sound. So like when he rap and stuff like that, it just don't connect. You know what I mean? He has a lot of energy, but it's almost the equivalent of, like, if you was to compare him and 6ix9ine, right, musically, we ain't talking no street stuff. 6ix9ine make better music than Bobby Shmurda. This period. He's not connecting to his audience, man. And I feel like the artist development is missing. Even though he got the same energy as 6ix9ine, his sound don't sound as good musically. You know what I mean? And I'm taking out the streets aspect of it. I'm talking about musically. It don't sound. Even if you was to compare Bobby Shmurda to Gunna's sound, like, we can't even compare the two, because Gunna is a musical genius. Like, Gunna is really nice when it comes to that, putting music together, putting projects together. He really does an amazing job with that. You know what I mean? Removing the street aspect of it, just talking musically when I listen to the music. I feel like Bobby Shmurda got the energy, and I feel like he has the ability to put out products that will be sellable and connect to an audience, but he have to find his audience and find his sound. And I don't feel like it'll be that way. And then, like I said before, people gonna always want to see you fall because they're not in that position. But a person like me, I just listen to the music. I don't never want to see a person of my culture fall. I just speak to the real of what I'm hearing and stuff like that. When I heard the other boy that come out with him on, what is it, Rowdy Rebel, I think is his name, I'm not mistaken. His sound was amazing when he came home. He was able to capture the crowd and the audience. And he, like I said before, he said a lot of crazy stuff with that LA stuff. He was going off the rip. I get how his frustration with the Pop Smoke situation, but you can't just speak out of tone like that. That was real disrespectful. But as far as him musically, when he came home, he connected. His sound connected. It just connected to the audience. But his antics is probably pushing his stuff back. But as far as musically, I always felt like he was dope musically. You know what I mean? Dope musically. He found the sound. He found the audience. He was able to deliver on point and on timing. But I feel like Bobby Shmurda just get back in that lab and keep working. I don't like when he make them excuses and saying, I got to make this type of music. No, you got to make a music for your audience, and that sound. Once he catch that sound, he going to blow. He going to be back on top musically. Because he has the energy for me. I always feel like he had the energy. I always feel like he got the talent. It's just like putting that music together sonically and for it to hit your ears, and it's going to be on point. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think it's all over. But like I said, they did push a narrative with the homosexuality with him and Meek Mill. And I always say, when you're a person of our culture, that's one of the first things people were saying. Even Asians always saying that about Tusi. I feel like, I don't like when they do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with him and Asian, though, I feel like that's the only angle she can really come to when it comes to Tusi, because a lot of women like this guy. You know what I'm saying? So and his music is good. So it's like, what else can she possibly say about it? Other than he's saying things that she feel like he's in feminine energy. So as she hear it, it's like a female. You feel me? So, like I said before, I understood where he was coming from when he said what he said. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we got to take responsibility for our own actions and what we doing. You know what I mean? Not to get too far into that, but I feel like Bobby Shmurda could find his niche. You know what I mean? Whereas Meek Mill, he's so dope as an artist, like, it's really connecting to his audience again. That's it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that offended a lot of people, so it's gonna be hard trying to pair that back up and stuff like that. But that's my ins and out on that.